Welcome back to Everyday News. Here's our latest update. Title: Canada and the EU retaliate against Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs on screen text. Headline of the news. In response to President Donald Trump's decision to increase tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, major trade partners including Canada and the European Union (EU) have swiftly retaliated by imposing new taxes on a range of U.S. products. These retaliatory measures target goods such as textiles, water heaters, beef, bourbon, and more, signaling a significant escalation in global trade tensions. As the largest supplier of steel and aluminum to the U.S., Canada announced on Wednesday that it would impose a 25% reciprocal tariff on steel products. In addition, Canada will raise taxes on a variety of other U.S. goods, including tools, computers and servers, display monitors, sports equipment, and cast iron products. This move underscores Canada's strong opposition to the U.S. tariffs and its commitment to protecting its domestic industries. Across the Atlantic, the European Union has also taken action by increasing tariffs on several American products. The EU's list of targeted items includes beef, poultry, bourbon, motorcycles, peanut butter, and jeans. The EU's response reflects its determination to defend its economic interests and maintain a balanced trade relationship with the U.S. The combined effect of these new tariffs is expected to cost companies billions of dollars, further escalating uncertainty in two of the world's most significant trade partnerships. Businesses face a difficult choice: absorb the losses and accept reduced profits, or pass the additional costs on to consumers through higher prices. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen emphasized the broader consequences, stating, "Prices will go up in Europe and the United States, and jobs are at stake." She added, "We deeply regret this measure. Tariffs are taxes, they are bad for business, and even worse for consumers." President Donald Trump officially raised tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports to 25% on Wednesday. He defended the move, claiming it would help create U.S. factory jobs. However, the decision has sparked concerns about its impact on the stock market and the potential for an economic slowdown, as ongoing tariff threats continue to unsettle global markets. The retaliatory measures by Canada and the EU highlight the growing tensions in international trade and the potential for a broader economic fallout as nations grapple with the consequences of protectionist policies. Title: U.S. Tariffs on India, a bitter pill for American consumers on screen text. Headline of the news. Millions of Americans may soon feel the pinch of rising healthcare costs if President Donald Trump follows through with his plan to impose tariffs on Indian pharmaceuticals. With the deadline set for April 2nd, the looming tariffs could disrupt the supply of affordable generic drugs, which are vital to the U.S. healthcare system. India is a major supplier of generic drugs to the United States, accounting for nearly half of all medicines consumed in the country. Generic drugs, which are cheaper alternatives to brand-name medications, make up 90% of all prescriptions in the U.S. These imports save the U.S. healthcare system billions of dollars annually. In 2022 alone, Indian generics saved the U.S. an estimated $219 billion, according to a study by consulting firm IQVIA. Key statistics. Over 60% of prescriptions for hypertension and mental health conditions in the U.S. are filled with Indian-made drugs. Sertraline, the most prescribed antidepressant in the U.S., is largely sourced from India. Experts warn that Trump's tariffs could make some Indian generics unviable, forcing companies to exit parts of the market and worsening existing drug shortages. Dr. Melissa Barber, a drug costing expert from Yale University, notes that tariffs could worsen the demand-supply imbalances, disproportionately affecting the uninsured and low-income populations. Peter May Barduck, a lawyer at consumer advocacy group Public Citizens, adds, "1 in 4 American patients already fail to take medicines due to their costs. Tariffs will only make this worse." Last week, Indian Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal made an unscheduled trip to the U.S. to negotiate a trade deal and stave off tariffs. India is seeking to protect its pharmaceutical exports, which are a cornerstone of its economy. The US, however, is pushing for reciprocal trade terms, citing India's 10.91% duty on American drug imports. Ajay Baga, a veteran market expert, suggests that India could avoid tariffs by eliminating duties on US pharmaceutical exports, which amount to just $500 million annually. The Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, IPA, has also recommended zero duties on US drug exports to prevent retaliatory measures. For US consumers, the tariffs could lead to higher drug prices and reduced access to essential medications. For Indian pharmaceutical companies, which operate on thin margins, the tariffs could be devastating. India exports $12.7 billion worth of drugs to the US annually, and North America is the largest revenue source for many Indian firms. Dilip Shanghvi, chairman of Sun Pharma, India's largest drug maker, emphasized that manufacturing in India is 3 to 4 times cheaper than in the US, making relocation economically unfeasible. Building new facilities in the US could cost up to $2 billion and take 5 to 10 years to become operational, according to lobby group PRMA. While tensions remain high, there are signs of progress. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government recently exempted 36 life-saving drugs from customs duties, and President Trump hinted that India has agreed to cut tariffs way down. Mark Linscott, former assistant U.S. trade representative, predicts that both countries will reach a trade agreement by the fall of 2024. In the short term, there may be some pain through new tariffs, but I think they'll make significant progress, he told the BBC. The outcome of these negotiations will have far-reaching implications for both nations. For the U.S., it's about maintaining access to affordable medicines. For India, it's about protecting a critical export industry. As both sides work toward a resolution, millions of patients and businesses are watching closely, hoping for a deal that avoids further disruption to global pharmaceutical supply chains. Please like and subscribe to Everyday News.